I'm doing this video today to try to encourage more of you witnessing this video to support the efforts here at the Islamic Research Center, which from this point on we'll just shortly call it IRHSCA.
IRHSCA, Islamic Research and Humanitarian Services Center. Actually, the name, we got the name to sort of bring together two things: our relationship with Allah connected with our relationship with humanity.
IRHSCA's motto, right, is based off of Surah Hujarat. You know, the ayah in Surah Hujarat that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ, right, that every single believer is one brotherhood. And that is what IRHSCA is.
The sisters who come here and the brothers, especially those in need, we try to assist them as any way we can.
You know, the institution was founded in 2000, the year 2000, and then the community was very, very small and strong. And we used to move from one house to another. Brother Abdul Majid, Sister Jamila, we used to go to their house to have my classes.
And many of the brothers and sisters who started it, we were not professional. We're not professional, though we had some professionals. We had some doctors. We had people with master's degree who were originally part of the initial stage. But the majority of the people were just common people.
You know, if you look then, we have sisters, we have brothers coming together, you know, emphasizing or focusing on learning.
Around 2009 in DC, we all know that was the peak of a very interesting phenomenon in DC, this Shahada wave, and it spread all across DC. And we saw at each of the masjids, and in a particular masjid that I was working at the time, that there was like a lot of young people. I mean, like 10 young people every Jummah may be taking Shahada.
This is the only community that when I come, majority of the congregants are very, very young.
There were many youth accepting Islam, so IRHSCA established a Shahada program, a program that took them from A to Z to learn their religion properly, as well as work with them in school when they had problems.
Now it's no more about, well, Imam teaching this, no, but rather helping them to deal with life.
I had, you know, I discovered that IRHSCA seemed to be kind of like a hub for young people, and only logically so because Imam Talib has always been interested in youth and developing youth, and so you know, I started kind of coming around at that time, and I realized the value of an institution like this by way of the impact that it made in the lives of the youth, because they found home here, you know.
That when you come here, you're not going to be judged based off of things that you might not be able to do. You're going to be taken the way that you are.
There aren't other communities like this. When I first became Muslim, I was kind of searching for a community that felt like familiar, you know, somewhere that felt like if there were American people there. That was like a really big thing for me.
It's not only about learning, you get to socialize with other people, other Muslims, know your society.
Every time I come here, no matter what time, like, I feel love.
I raised my children here at our house, and I have grandchildren now, but no matter where I go, when I come back, this is home. I have to go here.
A lot of people come and we play with them from different cultures that come here, and we get to learn and help them.
The people in this community are very warm and welcoming, and you don't get the sense of like you have to kind of be a certain kind of way per se. You kind of have that kind of like an open environment here.
Based on my experiences here and my observing the khutbahs here, there is an ongoing emphasis on not just looking and dressing like a Muslim, or looking like the Prophet ﷺ, or talking like him, etc., but like being like him in one's character. And that is a point that's missed in a lot of institutions, but it's not missed here.
Most of the other communities are not serving the people in this particular area. Many people, you know, if they see some of the people when they first come into the door, their pants are hanging off, they're full of tattoos. Many of the leaders have not been trained to deal with such people. However, most of us, we came from that community. We've been with in this particular community all our life.
I'm always pleasantly surprised by some of the same
kind of rough, tough youth that you'll see on Metro causing noise. When they come here, they're making salah, they're making wudu, they're trying, because Allah is necessary to everybody. And I think you see that here. You see people breaking that shell.
In this time now, the young people really, really need help.
They do a lot of things with the youth to help them stay out of the street, and that's a good thing, especially nowadays when it's like a lot of bad things happening with the youth and a lot of kids dying. They need that, and IRHSCA provides that.
We try to show them and direct them on the right path, because this is where they come to seek the knowledge. This institute, this is what it is, about learning, about gaining knowledge and learning the deen. So whatever way we can do that and assist, that's what we do.
I think one of the main reasons why I'm encourage you to donate and support this effort is because many of the people that we serve, and you have to understand they're probably 50% or maybe probably more, 60% are young people, people who are struggling financially. They don't have a lot to give, but we don't want to abandon them.
They should support it because it's a pillar of this community, this neighborhood. This is a masjid that is in an environment where there is very little Islam, very few Muslims that live around, but it sustains, it survives. It's here to stay.
Most of the programs are free. Tajweed classes, Quran classes, Sirah classes, classes in Aqidah and Fiqh, they're free. Our workshops are free. And many of the programs our young people, Muslims, would not be able to afford, and we make them accessible to them.
Like for our community here, we need the support of the Muslims, because why? This is your community. This is our community. We need your support, you know, so that we could grow and help each other.
If you continue to help them, we can continue to help the youth. So that's why you should continue to, you know, help IRHSCA.
Today, surely, Allah knows days the needs have changed, and therefore you need a new paradigm with our help.
Because the community has grown, now it's gotten to another level. It's more developed. It has greater needs. We need people with greater skills, and we want to invite you that not only to give your money, but come and look at IRHSCA. Come see what we're doing, what we're building, and see how you can help make it be successful, inshallah.
To me, helping, it's a nice way to give back.
People come and they volunteer their time. Nobody here gets paid. Everybody's volunteering, from the imam to the shura board, to the teachers in the weekend school. It's like IRHSCA is a project of love, and in order to just keep the building together and just keep the lights on, we need people to support.
This masjid is the heart of this community, and we should support it in any way, whether it's monetary or just volunteer, because this is the only masjid in this community where they have things for the children. They have, like I said, the new Shahada class that was nowhere else. We learn Arabic, Sisters Halakha. There's a lot that this masjid offers the community, and it's just a great place.
Anybody who supports IRHSCA is a gain from Allah.
Whatever you give is appreciated, and we are not saying leave your community. No. What we're saying is at least give us part of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you.
This generation that we're building now, when we go, we have to make sure that our next generation is sound, so when the community will not suffer.
Your responsibility is helping humanity. You know, we are not even saying that only Muslims. No, our focus here at IRHSCA is humanitarian services. You know, all Christian and Jews, and perhaps those that do not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, come and see how we are doing our best as a community to help.
We need more involvement from the community in order for us to strive better, in order for us to help, we need your help and support in any way we can, because even if it's $1, if it's whatever, donations or volunteer.
Pretty much, we have to support what we believe in. You know, if we really believe in the message, if we really believe in Islam, then it's actually our job that we have to give money.
Whatever you give will come back to you on the day of Qiyamah if you do it sincerely. If you do it sincerely for the sake of Allah, Sadaqah Jariyah, returning charity, you know, recurring charity, you will, on the day of judgment, inshallah, see many barakahs that you would never even imagine. Every time someone take the Shahada, every time someone come here and pray, every time someone learn the Quran, every time someone learns something about Islam, you will get rewards for it. And I think that's a good investment. I think it's a worthwhile investment. And I think it's one that I don't think any sane person would miss out on.